Perfect. So welcome all, and let us start our day with the today's question solving. Let's see how it goes. So the question for today is a customer requests a change in the technical approach for a product in development. Approach for development. The PM learns about this request during a recurring project review. How should the project manager respond? Work with the team members to immediately implement the new approach. Did I teach you to do anything directly?
No.
So it can never be the right answer. Let the team decide on the appropriate approach, giving them authority to implement and validate their decisions in talks with stakeholder. Does it seem to be the right answer or close to the right answer?
It looks close to the right answer.
So let's mark it for close. Let's go next. Discuss the pros and cons of the proposed approach with the stakeholders and select the approach that is best for the team and notify the team members. You will select the approach. Is it a good idea that you will impose your decision upon them?
No. Team
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 has
will do.
team has to work, right?
Correct.
Okay. So we will benchmark anything. In Agile, we work with the similar approach.
Mm, we don't, but there are some questions in the PDF where we benchmark.
Okay. In order to obtain the sponsor buy-in, problem is with the sponsor or problem with the team? In order to obtain a sponsor buy-in, allow the team to benchmark the approach. Means you are again enforcing, right?
Yeah.
Because customer wants it, make it your normal practice.
I
So
think
again, it
three is right.
cannot be the right approach. So in that case, all of you agree with the answer, which is you can do it on the chat also, or you can do it by the mic also. It's B. Let the team decide which approach is better for them for which type of problem, and give them the authority so they can select the right approach at the right time. Great. So that was any questions about this situation? Anyone have any conflicts, or I want to go to the next question? Any confusions? If no confusions, then let's go ahead. The project manager receives complaints from a sponsor because of a delay in developing a prototype. The PM consults the resource management plan and responds that the delay was due to the lack of a knowledge in a specific skills that was needed by the cross-functional project team. How can the project manager perform this task better in the future? He can do the skill inventory, but let's go what are the options. Create training sessions at the start of the project. So all necessary skills are learned. List required skills for the project and organize the project team based on those skills. Consult with the sponsor to add training once the lack of a specific skills become apparent. Empower team members to problem solve their skills may be lacking using the skills they do have. Answer on the chat window and then we will discuss it. Send your answers on the chat window, please. Brad, no, it's not the correct answer. You can find a better answer than this. Yes, Najesh, this is correct. No, Mr. Mosen, yes. Miss Marino. Suhail, no. Look, the problem is he's facing is the training was not there. That's why they took longer to perform a task. What preventive actions you can take it? Let's go one by one. Create training sessions at the start of the project so all necessary skills are learned. List required skills for the project and organize the team based on those skills. You will waste your time during the project, or if you can find the employees who are already trained, what is better? For sure, you will not consult with the sponsor. Sponsor is external entity. Empower team members to problem solve where skills may be lacking using the skills you have. Because we are saying whatever skills you have, use all of them to solve it, but it's not happening. So this is not applicable. This is not applicable. So between A and B, create a training sessions after starting the project or collect the people who already have the trainings or who already have the knowledge. What do you guys think from A and B is the better answer? Yes, Ms. Smith, this is correct answer. Exactly. Why I have to spend my energy in those things? If B is not applicable, then A could be the right option. But because B is there, so it cannot be the right option. I hope the context counts. Let's go next. Wow. Most of an agile team's member are away for a month, but the project needs to make progress. Project manager outsource the work to overseas contractor to work remotely. In their first sprint, the overseas team did not understand certain usability requirements, but still managed to complete 5 stories that were previously blocked because the original team could not handle the algorithmic complexity of the project. So overseas team is doing better than the original team. Maybe they have more technical knowledge. What should the project manager do in this situation to make progress on the project? Engage an interpreter. The question shows any sign of language problem.
No.
No.
So it cannot be the answer. Assign, I told you, all is never the right answer, right? Assign all stories to remaining. Why? All is not going to work out with us anyway. Now reprioritize the backlog to match the remote team skills, or find another remote team with better linguistics. When interpreter is not an option, so linguistic cannot be the other option also, right?
Mm.
When we are saying this is incorrect, so it has to be incorrect also. And because of all we have denied B. So remaining answer is C anyway.
C.
So we have C correct. Anyone have any conflict, any difference of opinion, any different understanding, or you want me to clarify? If no,
Very
then
well
we'll move forward.
explained, sir.
Great. Let's go next. A PM wants to know whether an agile team possesses a good combination of T-shaped skills. What can the PM measure to determine this? Decreased in detected defects, reduction in reassigned tasks, less internal knowledge sharing, more collaboration with SME. Please answer on the chat window and then we will go for explanation. As of now, I have no right answer. Um, no. A PM wants to know that his team have a good combination of T-shaped skills, which means less internal knowledge sharing is never going to be the answer because this is totally opposite of what they are asking. Now remaining is A, B, and D. Defect has something to do with the cross-functional skills,
No.
right? So it cannot be the answer. And now remaining B and D. When B and D are remaining, so more collaboration with subject matter experts or reduction in reassigned tasks. If you have a friendship with the subject matter expert, do I care?
Mm.
I don't care, right?
Yes.
I will only observe you by your work, which means that your tasks are being done at the first time. There are no repetitions of the task. So that's why B is the correct answer.
Okay.
Let's go next. An agile team member solved a problem that had blocked work for several weeks. After release of the software, it appears that the solution caused a function to fail. The quality director demands an explanation because something went wrong. In which two ways should the project manager react? We have to choose two answers. Please choose two answers from the points and then we'll discuss one by one. On the chat window, please. Well, I can see from here two answers are directly eliminated when you read the description. Use chat
B and
when
D.
we discuss. Nazish, this is correct, but what about the second? Okay. Okay. I'm expecting more answers, please. Then I will start explaining. Okay. Let me maintain the suspense until I explain. Alex. Issue a warning letter can be a right answer in any situation.
No.
Oh, so this cannot be the right answer. What is definition of ready? Anyone remembers what is definition of
Sir,
ready?
are we saying CA is one of the right answers?
No.
Okay.
What is definition of ready? Anyone remembers? Definition of ready and definition of done. If you don't know, how can you answer it? Definition of ready means we have sufficient information to start the work on user story. And definition of done means acceptance criteria, that this user story meets acceptance criteria. So we will call it that the work is done. This is definition of ready and this is definition of done. So in this light of text, work with the team to identify gaps in the definition of ready. Problem happened before implementation or after implementation?
After implementation.
After.
So definition of ready was correct, it means, right? That someone requested a feature as a user story and you provided him. But you did not take care of the definition of done. You guys agree or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it means definition of ready cannot be the answer.
Mm.
And E is very general answer. Respond the director that mistakes happen. You cannot say to your boss that mistakes happen and I will fix it. He will ask you the corrective action, how you will fix it, and what you will do it. So remaining is related to definition of done, and that is what we said. You will improve it, show me with the help of lesson. That what you learned from this situation, so you will not repeat it in the next context. So A and B are actually the right answers. Any problem? Any conflict?
No.
With all of you? No one have any? Okay. If not, let's go further.
Hello?
Yes.
Sir, why E cannot be the answer?
You are saying something that yes, we will not repeat the mistakes. So what your boss will say, show me the proof you will not do the mistakes, how you have eliminated it. So you can show them lesson learned, right? But verbal statement that okay, we will not do it again. This what happens in our cricket matches that we say, oh, we lost the match and we have learned from our lesson. What did you learn? Nothing. So A and B are actually the correct answers. Got it?
Okay. Okay.
Next. A recently formed agile team is exhausted after working 12 hours a day. Who has not properly performed their duties in this situation? Who needs to control the governance? The idea is what? Governance, right? And please do not answer on the mic, answer on the chat. So the governance is the responsibility of, and because the word is agile, so avoid using the word project manager. Product owner is responsible for requirements. Team member is responsible for work, and a Scrum Master is responsible for governance. If you know what each person does, you will have a solid background information to answer it, which you don't need to review. So far, so good. Great. The product owner's schedule is very busy and he wishes to delegate some of his tasks to the experienced agile team. Which task is suitable to delegate the agile team? Prioritization, initiate and run backlog refinement sessions, select prioritized items for the sprint backlog, add items to the backlog before prioritizations. What is the task of product owner? The first task of the product owner on the chat, please. What is the first task from where the process is started? No one has answered yet except Shay, but this is wrong answer, Shay.
I also did, sir.
Yes, this is the right answer. Who's this? Motion is yes, motion no. It's a very easy question, like basic question. I don't know why you guys are taking so much time. Yes, Mr. Motion, it's correct. Yes, may no. Nazash no. You guys keep forgetting the things, right? Look, we hire a product owner, and after hiring product owner creates what? Backlog. So add items to the backlog before prioritization. This is the task which is done at first. And this is the answer. But just to clarify, you need to understand. After one, what you will do? After D, what will be the second step? Nazis, this can never be the right answer. Exactly. After D, we will go to A. And then as a team, we can go as a team, not as a product owner. C is not the task of product owner. C is the task of team. And after A, then B. C is not the task of product owner. Product owner and team have to actually do it. So this is 1, this is 2. In logical sequence, if you are thinking via team, 3, and then 4. Agreed?
Yeah.
Next. A project is in the execution stage and a change in the market pushes stakeholders to make the due date early. The PM rapidly assigns skill resources to build and establish the team. Means they have pushed you to make an earlier date than planned. Which of the following would not be included in the project manager next step? He will do everything except what? Assess required skills for the project, plan suitable interactions for the team, train the new team, create a project schedule. No, Mr. Mosen. No, no, no. This is the second step. There is another step before that. Which of the following would not be included in the project manager next step? So we need to find out the first step. What you guys are selecting, Mosen and Ms. May, it's the second. Yes, Miss Gunjan, you are correct. Mosen, the team is not selected. How can you make the project schedule? To establish the team, what you have to do, and answer is actually about not. The project manager rapidly assign resources to build and establish the team. So they are asking what you will not do as a next step. You will do everything, but what you will not do after hiring the team. And the right answer goes to assess required skills for the project, because this step was previous to that. Assess required skills happen before establishing the team or after establishing the team.
Yeah, it has happened.
So it has already happened. We will go
Yeah.
for the next section, which is plan suitable interactions, maybe. And then if requires, you can train it. Then this is the last part. And for sure, project manager will not make the schedule, it will be by the team. Project manager will only supervise the process. So correct answer is A. Anyone wants to say something or you want to go forward? No conflicts. Go ahead. Next, project A is experiencing a schedule performance issues. After assessing the issues, PM determines that project resources have low expertise level. Specifically, a few of the senior level resources perform irrelevant work, and some inexperienced resources take too much time to complete that task. How can you enhance the team performance? There are one keyword in every answer which will make it correct or incorrect. No, Mr. Farhan. If you will do this, who will do the work? They are doing irrelevant work. Same for you, Mr. Hussain. They are doing irrelevant work. So what you are saying, this is also irrelevant work. You are in the project. Okay, so always think like this. If it is before the project, then yes, your answer can be correct. Mohsin and Farhan, but you are in the middle of the project. So yes, Mr. Mohsin, your second answer is correct. Nazish, yes. Farhan is still no. I told you that work is delayed and you will wait for the next meeting to answer it. It can never be the right answer. Who are you to decide? When you will give incentives, baseline will change or not?
Will change.
And you can change the baseline without approval. And you will send email, I have changed the baseline. Is it possible? I give incentive to my
No.
people, please change the baseline.
No.
They will change you, I think. And you're asking them, they are performing irrelevant work. So B is also irrelevant work. You cannot train them during the project. Instead, I can ask the senior people to work on those things so we can reduce the backlog. So yes, A is the correct answer. I hope all agree with the explanation. Mike's closed, it means no
But
problem.
training is also training in
Again, what? You were saying something, Nazir? If no, then let's go ahead. Several new members are added on an ongoing project, although all team members receive basic trainings. The new members do not have the same understanding. This lack of understanding results in decreased productivity. For sure, it will happen. How should the project manager respond to this issue? Which means it will not be the preventive action, it will be the corrective action. So what is the corrective action written from down? You can do this. Are you allowed to perform this? Yes or no? Revise the schedule means baseline. Can you do it without anything? Impossible. So D cannot be the answer. Revise the team members so the newer resources are moved to other projects. And resources with relevant experience are added, then log lesson. Means you will create now problems for other projects also. That's what they mean, right? Perfectly no. So now A and B are the remaining answers. Ask original team members to provide support and training and schedule a second kickoff meeting for the new team members. B says assure all new team members that they should feel comfortable asking for help from both the long-term members and project managers. So Nazish says something. We have very close tie between A and B.
Sir, I've answered already. Please check.
I will not say right or wrong because there is a strong explanation required. Whoever is selecting the answer, they have to explain why they will. Why you have selected your answer. Don't say what it is, but just explain why you did it. Why you selected your answer. Give me the reason.
Because I feel this is the right course of action.
On what basis you feel this is the right course of action?
That we should provide support and training to the people, new people.
So why B cannot be the right answer? What is the reason behind?
Because in that one, in B, it's like the new team members should be asking for help. They should be felt so comfortable that they should be reaching out to the members and project manager.
Okay.
So that's
What?
why I think the first one is the right one.
Okay, no worries. What do you think, Miss May? Why your answer is correct? On what basis you are choosing this answer? Your mic is on, you can speak. Any answer? Whatever your thoughts.
Because you
Okay.
encourage the teamwork by this answer.
You are actually doing the forming stage of the team, if you remember, which is in that Tuckman ladder theory. Forming, storming, norming, performing, adjourn. Okay.
Yes, because there is a lack of understanding in the new members,
Exactly.
right?
But I
Okay.
will not say it's correct or
So-
not. I will keep listening from all of you, then I will answer.
But I feel this is correct.
Okay, great. Perfect. I'm not saying it's something. I will take your point and I will move forward. Why do you think, Suhail?
Because the new members have lack of basic knowledge, and a kickoff meeting, second kickoff meeting can, with the help of second kickoff meeting, they can know better.
What is the purpose of kickoff meeting? Who will tell me? You can
To
tell me or someone can
to
tell me.
hello,
Listening, I'm listening. Go ahead.
kickoff meeting. We do kickoff meeting to know the team about the projects, that how we have to do
About the project,
with
right?
our course.
To initiate,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes. How to initiate? How we'll initiate?
Okay. Good. Nazish,
Yes,
what is your
kind of.
say?
So my answer was A because in the question it was clearly said the original team members receive basic training, but the new members do not have the same understanding and they did not receive the training. So That's the reason I selected.
Okay. Mr. Mohsen, what do you think?
Sir, my question answer is different than the others.
That's
The
what I need
reason
to
is-
hear actually.
Yeah, the reason I have only one reason. This is an ongoing project,
Okay.
and when you make a red mark, ongoing project means do we have to do it again? This the one you are making in red.
Okay. Good. That's it.
Yes, this is what my observation.
Ubaid, I didn't hear your voice today. Can you tell me what is your explanation?
Sir, as the new team members are added, that's why they need some support from the previous team members. We can say that it's the reforming situation.
Okay. You're saying the same thing, Techman letter, right? Format.
Yes, yes, I will go for the A.
You will go for the A.
Yes.
Who's the name? Farhan, I think, right? Farhan, what's your explanation?
I think it should be B.
Basis. I need to know the basis.
Because senior team members should train juniors and work as a team member.
I told you that if one word in the question is wrong, the whole answer will be wrong, right? So what is the purpose of kickoff meeting? Kickoff meeting is not for the training. Kickoff is the shared understanding. Kickoff is used for shared understanding where we have internal, external, or internal people. Where we, like someone of you already said that in kickoff meeting, we explain the purpose of the project. So purpose of the project has nothing to do with the training for the project. Got the point?
Yes,
Okay.
the second point is make this question incorrect.
Yes.
Kickoff
So
meeting.
just because of kickoff meeting, look, the point is correct. What they started, I agree. Till here it is correct.
Yes.
Mm.
Second part is not correct.
This is not correct. This is best answer. I agree 100%. But so I always say read from start till end.
Mm.
If the wrong word is here and the whole answer is correct, so still because of this word, it will not be correct. So always go till the end of the question. Yes, but if you find the wrong word here somewhere, it means you don't need to read further. Okay. So always try to read till last until you find the wrong word. The moment you find the wrong word, that's it. Time out and then go for the next one. So yes, B is the right answer. Great. Thank you very much. It was good to have you guys for solving the questions. Many of you have already finished the sprint. I have shared a code today for the discount. Use it, pay for the exam, so at least you can get the discount and you can schedule in your own convenience. And while paying, you don't need to get the dates same time. You can choose the dates later on whenever you want to schedule. Not all the time codes are available. So as soon as the code comes, I always advise everyone that guys, please go and pay for the exam. And you can schedule. You will get two benefits. When the money is gone from your pocket, then you will be most interested to study. You will take out time. And ultimately, you will schedule your exam by yourself. And the best thing is if you pay and schedule also same time, like put a date of 20 days. I always say 2 weeks are enough. So 20 days and then sit for exam directly. Online, offline, whatever is possible for you. So yes, that's it. Thank you very much. If you don't have to say anything, then let's call it a day. Inshallah, see you on next Saturday.